I'm excited because I'm going to read more of Supercat versus the Chip Thief. Do you remember what happened last week? Have a think. Yes, James had a boring pet, a cat. He wasn't impressed. He would have preferred a much more exciting pet. Anyway, one day, his cat, Tiger, ate a soggy chip from under the bed and suddenly found he could do all sorts of things he couldn't do before. Can you remember what any of those might be? Yes, he leapt to the top of the wardrobe. He could talk. Not only that, he could also sing. And he could speak different languages. So we left it last week at the part where he's wondering just what else he's capable of. Let's see what happens this week. By noon, Tiger was thrilled to find that he could do lots of things that people could do. Even better, he was as strong as a lion and as fast as a cheetah. Timing himself on James's stopwatch, he worked out he could reach his food bowl in 20 seconds. It took 20 minutes before. He sucked in his tummy and puffed out his chest. However shall I use my amazing new powers for the best, he wondered. He picked up one of James's comics and flicked through it for inspiration. Tigerman versus Count Backwards and the Calculator Crew, he said. Oh, this is a good story. Flaming furballs, I can read. As he learned about Tigerman's heroic attempts to defeat his enemy, Count Backwards, Tiger knew what he had to do. I will be a crime fighter and rid the world of evil, he said, which means I need a costume fit for a superhero. He flung open the wardrobe, put on some clothes and studied his reflection. I'm not sure these Y-fronts go with the space helmet, he said, giving them a tweak. They're a bit baggy. He did a karate kick. They fell down to his ankles. I need something that fits me like a glove, he said, and it would be nice if it had sequins. James's sister Mimi went to ballet. She had lots of shiny dancewear. Tiger stroked his chin thoughtfully. I wonder if she has a leopard print leotard, he muttered to himself. Armed with a pair of scissors, he raided her chest of drawers. Later that afternoon, Supercat, once known as Tiger, posed in front of the mirror. He was very pleased with the outfit he'd made from Mimi's leotard and a pair of old pants. He pulled his tail through the hole he'd cut in the seat, put on his mask and swished his cape. He does look pleased with himself, doesn't he? Magnifico! I look, the cat's whiskers in this, said Supercat, strutting about like a treacle pudding in tights. He couldn't wait for James to get home from school so he could show off his new outfit. He looked at the clock. It was 3:30. I have half an hour to kill before James arrives. I must make myself useful. With super feline speed, Supercat began to tidy the bedroom. He'd done nothing to help James in the past, and he thought it would be a nice surprise. But it was more than a surprise. It was a total shock. When James walked in, he found his pet cat sweeping crisp crumbs into a dustpan. And he was singing. Oh, there was a farmer had a dog. Its name was Bobby Bing. Tiger? Gasped James. Supercat swung round. Bonjour, he said. How was your day? I thought I'd give your room a spring clean. I bet you don't recognise the old place. James didn't recognise the old cat. He rubbed his eyes. Tiger took his school blazer and hung it up. Or was it Tiger? It had to be. He had the same wonky whiskers. Tiger, you've changed, he said. Supercat did a twirl. I look stunning in this costume, don't I? He said. It's got go faster stripes. James pinched himself. Ouch! No, he wasn't dreaming. His cat was wearing a hilarious homemade superhero outfit and was talking to him. You look pale, Supercat said. Did you skip school dinner? James's knees buckled. The last thing he remembered before he fainted from shock was a loud "Dwang" as he fell and hit the guitar. Oh, I was going to finish there. What do you think? Shall I read a little bit more? Go on then. This chapter's called The Chips Are Down. When James came round, he found himself sitting on the edge of the bed with his head between his knees. Oh, what happened? He said. Supercat pressed a cold flannel to his forehead. You fainted. James had guessed that much. No, what happened to you, Tiger? Supercat shrugged. He didn't like to mention he'd swallowed a slimy sock. Je ne sais pas, which, in case you don't know, is French for I don't know. James stared at him in disbelief. How do you know French? You're a cat. His pet tabby pointed proudly to the letters S and C on the front of his outfit. I'm not just any old cat. I'm Supercat. He lifted the wardrobe with one paw to show his incredible strength. At that moment, James knew it was true. His cat had superpowers. He jumped up and down on the bed in excitement. Supercat, this is brilliant, he said. Think of all the fun we can have together. Why didn't you tell me you could do all this amazing stuff before? I only found out myself this morning, said Supercat. James wanted to know everything. What happened? Was there a flash of lightning and everything changed? Maybe it was something I ate, Supercat said mysteriously. All I know is that I am now more tigery than Tiger Man. I'd soon have that evil count backwards on the run. James's mouth fell open. You've been reading my comics? Cool. Tiger Man's the best, isn't he? Tiger power, rah, rah, rah. It was Tiger Man's catchphrase. I was thinking of using it if we find ourselves in mortal danger, Supercat said. We, said James. You and me? Of course you and me. If I'm going to rid the world of evil, I'll need you by my sidekick. Every superhero needs a sidekick. James filled with pride. Then his face fell. But I haven't got any superpowers. No, but you're super intelligent, said Supercat. You've got gold stars for sums and spellings, haven't you? That could come in very useful. James couldn't see how knowing 9 times 9 and being able to spell Mississippi were going to defeat many villains, but he didn't care. He just wanted to find out what other amazing things Supercat could do before Mimi came back from ballet. Mimi must never know about his superpowers. She'd tell Mum and Dad, and they'd ruin everything by saying James was too young to hang out with a superhero. Right now, Dad was asleep after working the night shift in his cab. James and Supercat creeped past his bedroom and sneaked out into the garden. James fetched his pogo stick and bounced up and down on the patio. It's easy once you've got your balance, he said. Want to go? He held the pole still while Supercat stood on the pegs. I'm not sure this is a good idea, said Supercat, wobbling violently. You'll be fine, said James. Just keep your paws on the pegs. Hold tight and jump. Supercat bent his knees, did 2 little jumps, and then he went into orbit. Boing! Bounced off the roof. Boing! And pinged right into the next door garden. Oops. With his legs in the air. And we'll find out what happens next week.